My local woodland, situated in North Warwickshire, in between Hartsill and Atherstone.
I've come into the woodlands and I've set myself a challenge.
It's a local wood I visit regular. It's my local wood. It's the wood I go to when things are just right. I know the place inside out. Over this last year, I visited it every month.
Really nice. It's a real soft red, orangey glow.
And as the woodland changes, I select different parts of the wood to photograph.
But it's more that atmosphere I'm trying to capture.
But I also have my favourite area.
I think it was last spring I shot here. It's a very similar shot I'm going to get. But I'm going to get the camera out and I'm going to get a shot now because we've got a little bit of atmosphere in the background. A little bit.
I've also danced in the wood. I play. I have fun. And I love just clearing my mind. It's my go-to peaceful place.
Place where I always used to bring Cooper.
I used to love taking Cooper through the bluebells, but unfortunately the forestry have gone through this last spring and destroyed every bluebell in the wood, or that part anyway, so I'm hoping over the next few years they regrow and I can start taking the bluebells again. I've got great memories of this wood when I used to take Cooper around there, and it will always be part of me. I always walk areas that I walk with Cooper. It's my routine, it's what I do, and it's what I always will do.
So this is the plan. So it's early morning, it's 7:15 in the morning. Sun does rise from over this way somewhere. I think it looks absolutely beautiful. Come here, Coops, come here. Coops, come here. Sit down. God, lad. God, lad.
In this video, I'll go and have a coffee in the woods.
And I'm just going to come out and chill, have a hour's wander around, have me a coffee, and like I say, just recover from Christmas. And I think, you know what, you need it sometimes, don't you? You need just to not have any expectations at all. No pressure, no expectations, just come, enjoy it. Peaceful and quiet. Everybody else is probably in bed. You know what? I love it. One dog walker. Don't mind that, dear. Don't mind that. Don't mind dogs. Well, you know how I was saying how nice and calm and what a beautiful morning it is and all this, that and the other. And I could see one dog walker, not realising it's bloody Martin. It's Martin. How about that? So Martin and the new mascot. Let's just show you this little fella, or big little fella. Look. Look at him. No. What a beauty he is. Yes. Which I've got to admit, it's made my morning. Great conditions, meeting a good friend and his dog. I don't think I've met him properly, have I? Not really, have I? Yeah, it was about that big, yeah. So how old is he, Martin? 11 months. 10 months old. And he reminds me of Cooper. His little antics and how he is. We've just been on about things. Yeah, so it's good to see, But with these conditions, you know what? Friends or photography, this is the decision I've got to make. And on a morning like this, I think the photography is going to win. I've actually come out to have a coffee on my own as well in the woods. That's the whole sort of thing about this little video, is to have a nice chilled out coffee in the woods. Oh well. Well, no, I've only made one. Sorry, I've made two. If I'd have known, I would have done. Never mind. You know what? I've come to my favourite area. Why not? I was going to try and avoid it. I've just been walking down with Martin, and I thought, why not come to my favourite area? I know it works. You don't get real dense fog light in here that often, so make the most of it. And what's nice about this time of the year is it's exposed all these gnarly branches that are broken, where in the summer months when all this ferns are grown up, it does clean it off, but also it hides one or two things as well. So you know what, I'm going to get some photos in. I'm just going to get my camera out, get it on the tripod, move around a bit, shuffle around and get some images and chill out. Probably then sit on one of these logs and have a nice cup of coffee, and a coffee today. Always like a coffee in a flask. Let me know which one you prefer, tea or coffee, but for me, I love tea, but in a flask, it goes a bit mingy. Even Yorkshire tea goes mingy, it just doesn't work. Let's get some shots, eh? This woodland where we are is one of the eye points of this area. Not that we've eye anyway, but it's an eye point of this area. So it depends on what fog normally is like, almost like inversions down in the plains below over Market Bosworth area, where up here doesn't normally get that. So this is more of a low cloud type fog, so I'll try and learn that and try and adjust for the different types of fog. Hence you don't really get real good dense fogs in here, even though I've got some nice dense fog photos, but that's only because of knowledge of the area. Okay, there's a couple of things that are drawing me to this location. One of these, it's got to be a beech tree because how the leaves are hanging on. If it's not, it's probably an oak. But we've got these lovely burnt leaves. I'm just wondering if I can try and capture them. I don't know. It's going to be difficult whether I can actually capture them. What I might do is just leave the tripod and everything here and just have a little wander around with the camera, see if I can find anything, and then spend a bit more time on it. We've got a lovely log here, we can use foreground, wide angle, with all this fog and that can work. I'm not worried about getting the sky in as such, even though it does look better. Still not getting that sky in because it's actually getting quite bright. But let's see if we can get some images. I'm sure we can. So after a little bit of a wander around, I found a composition. Now it guts me in a way because this is a tree I've photographed many a times, I'm sure it is, but it's succumbed to the weather. I'm gutted, but it's still making a nice image of it. Now it's fallen, but I am genuinely gutted because it was a beautiful tree to photograph, and I'm sure this is a tree. I'll have to check, but it's fallen and the branches have got lovely angles to them. Now it's fallen with this lovely notch, and with this atmosphere and fog as well, it's really working well. Actually the fog's coming in a little bit more now, and I'm trying to get in one or two different places, see which works the best. I've got this old, I think it's a beech, don't know really, I've not got a clue, but it's in the middle of this open area and it's dead, and it's been like this for years. Never been able to photograph it. It's not something that I can actually photograph. It's so awkward, and it's actually in my way. Really, it's in my way. Well, it is. It's in my way. It's as simple as that. It's in my way. It's in my way. So I'm working the best as I can. What I'd like to do is come back and the trees sort of clipping on the left hand side there. Anyway, so there's the problem. It's just that nice angle as it's coming down with this, the interest of the tree here. So I'm focusing that area there. I'm on F9, I'm actually going to drop that down to 7.1. Just that slightly, grab that shot again. Things are changing ever so slightly. It is getting lighter, but it's still quite dark. As you can see, I'm only at a quarter of a second exposure. But I just think it's a real nice atmospheric shot. So I'm really pleased with that. I'm really pleased, and that's really my first sort of shot of the day that I'm really quite happy with. But like I say, it's sort of a double-edged sword because it was a beautiful tree to photograph before, and it's just such a shame that it's fell. And in the summer months I won't be able to get here as well. I can't get in this location because the ferns are so high up you can't get in. Okay, let's see if we can get something else. I think I found my pew. Oh, yes. That's deserved actually, because I've been walking around for a long while. So let's see if this flask actually works. Do see steam? Not sure. Yes, it works. Oh, beautiful. And needed. I've been walking around just thinking how the woodland changes through seasons, but not just through seasons, constantly changing with the weather, with the wind, blowing trees down and blowing subjects down like I normally take, and just changing things. When they fall, it opens up for something else to come along. And I'm so glad I record that in photography, whether that's in the trees or wherever. It's so many times I've been to so many different places and things change so much, and you've just captured that moment in time, and that's all we're doing really, just capturing the moment in time. Brilliant, love it. Capturing something that you might never ever see again. It could be a building that's knocked down, another building built in front of it, a tree that's been felled, it's fallen from a storm, from new growth in front of it, whatever it is, a sea stack that crumbles into the ocean. Grab it while you can. Flask works great. By the way, it was £16 from Cotswold Outdoors. Probably get cheaper somewhere else, knowing Cotswold. But yeah, well happy with that. It's lovely in the Shimoda bag, perfectly. Okay, let's see if we can grab one more shot before we go home. I've enjoyed this little morning out in the woods, and hopefully you'll join me on the next one. But it's just nice to come and think, and you know what? Photography is the excuse to get out, really. It's the getting out that's the point. I've enjoyed that so much, just getting out. Just having a think. Okay. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.